Hi everyone, it's Bob Perkins bringing you another Monday Morning Sales Minute. Excited to have back for week number 2, Ashira. How are you doing this morning?
Good, thanks. How are you today, Bob?
I'm doing real good. Ashira is a Gen Z and Millennial engagement expert. In fact, she's going to be out speaking at our Boston conference. But today, she's going to talk about Gen Z. In fact, what every inside sales leader should know about Gen Z. So Ashira, all yours.
Very good. Thank you so much. So Gen Z is new. You may have 1 or 2 of them working for you already, and if not, they'll be here before we know it. They're entering the workforce they started at the beginning of the year, and they're just going to keep coming. So it's important that we get to know them now. And one of the common misconceptions is to group them in with millennials. And there are a couple of key differences between the 2 generations. So first off is really an attitude thing. They are very eager, very ready to go, whereas millennials are sometimes a little bit hesitant when they start a new job. And second is that they need a little bit of extra guidance. So as leaders, you're going to have to be doing a bit more teaching than you might be prepared for.
Those are 2 pretty interesting things. I love the eager. Who doesn't want an eager employee? So
Exactly.
This is good news. But with that comes a responsibility to make sure you do a better job guiding, onboarding, training. That's really good. And what about this whole age thing? Where are Gen Zs now compared to millennials?
So there's a bit of an overlap. Gen Z, we're looking at pretty much the whole generation starts at about 11 or 12 years old and goes up to, depending on who you ask, 18 or 20. So in the workforce, we're really looking at that 16 to 20-year-old range, whereas millennials start at about age 18. So you've got that overlap. And at the youngest, there is definitely some similarities between the 2 generations.
Great. Well, look, that's a great starter. And next week, you're going to come back and give 3 specific tips for this younger Gen Z or younger millennial. I think you call it the next gen workforce.
Exactly.
All right, come on back next Monday, everyone. And don't forget, Ashira will be out speaking at the AA-ISP Digital Sales World Conference, September 6th in Norwood, Mass. Hey, until Ashira, thanks for joining us today. And
thanks for having me.
Until next week, everyone, good selling and good managing millennials and Gen Z. See you next Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.